Hi friends, welcome back for another amazing time with Miss Thompson. I am so proud of you. We have made it through week 1 of integrity, week 2 of actions and consequences, week 3 of manners, and week 4, this is the end of our month, and we are going to be learning today. Do you really want to know? We're going to be learning about being helpful, and we're going to learn about gratitude. So I woke up this morning and I was thankful for the sun that's shining. I was thankful for the food in my stomach. I was thankful for all of my body parts being able to work. I could walk, I could see, I could hear, I could taste delicious breakfast, and I'm so grateful. So that's our hint. Gratitude, grateful. Gratitude, grateful. They go hand in hand because being grateful means being thankful. And you know what I'm most thankful for? I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I'm thankful that we still have a school. I'm thankful for the health and wellness of your families. Okay? So today we're learning about gratitude, and notice I point to my cheeks because I'm smiling, and I hope you're smiling too. And helpfulness, almost like I'm wiping a table. Helpfulness. Helpfulness means service to my community and people. Service to my community and people. Helpfulness. How many helpers are out there? I imagine there are quite a bit. I want you to take a moment and I want you to inhale big and exhale. And if you're comfortable, I want you to close your eyes and just inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. And as you're inhaling and exhaling, I want you to think about one thing that you are grateful for today. Remember, gratitude means being thankful. Gratitude means being thankful. So as you inhale and exhale, think about what you are most thankful for. Awesome. And also, friends, as you can hear, there's some noise in the background because we're teaching. School is going on, but we're going to push it through. Push it through. All right, so let's get started. And we're going to look at a list of ways that we help others and ways that others help us. So I want you to silently give me a thumbs up, maybe pump it up, right? Or maybe like raise the roof, like, yeah, me, if this applies to you. Only if this is how you have helped others, okay? So if you have helped others by reaching for something high up on a shelf, give me a thumbs up or pump it up high. Nice. So for me, I'm pretty short, and that's not one of my ways, not one of the ideal ways that I help others. Let's look at some other ones. Now, if you have helped others by cleaning up, give me a thumbs up or pump it to the sky. Nice. What about being the line leader or the caboose? Just so you know, each job are so important. The caboose makes sure that everyone is where they're supposed to be. They can see the whole line, and the line leader makes sure that we get to where we're going. So have you been a line leader or a caboose? Because this may be a way that you help each other or help others. Maybe you were the door holder, or maybe you were the person handing out the supplies. There are so many different ways that we can be helpers. I get a lot of help from kids who want to help with bulletin boards. So that's also how you can contribute being a helper. Maybe you're the homework helper. Maybe you're the plant waterer, right? There are a bunch of little jobs and things that we do every day that we don't think about, but these are examples of being helpers, right? So some of you may have given me silent thumbs or pumped it to the sky. And then maybe there's something on this list that's not on there that you've been a helper. Maybe you've helped carry groceries. Maybe you've helped someone with their schoolwork. Maybe you babysit for your brothers or sisters, okay? So there's so many different ways that we can be helpers. And remember, being a helper means being of service to your community and others. Now, on the other hand, here are some ways that others might help you. Here are some ways that others might help you. Tying your shoe. Silent thumb if you need help tying your shoe. For my kindergarten babies, I know it's tricky. First graders, second grade, you're almost there. Maybe you got it, okay? Silent thumb if you need someone to help you with your milk or your apples, opening the apples packet. I know I've helped a lot of kiddos with that. You know the best part about, even though you may need help and someone has helped you in this way, the best part about this is that if you keep practicing, if you persevere, you're gonna learn it. Like riding a bicycle. Some people need help riding a bicycle. We all needed help. In school, we have dance and martial arts with Master Gordon and Miss Davis, and they are pros. And you know what? They're there to help. Maybe some of you guys need help getting dressed in the morning, or some of you still need help taking your baths at nighttime, right? Silent thumb. So we are helpers, but we also need a lot of help ourselves. Sometimes spelling and reading we need help with. We're gonna read an amazing book about being a helper and just gratitude. I love this story. And here's another good one, crossing the street. Sometimes we need help with crossing the street. At this point, you all need help with crossing the street. So silent thumbs up. All right, and that's our list. And of course, there are other ways that people help you every day. Cooking, like your parents may cook for you or take you where you need to be or help you with your homework, or your teachers are helping you, right? But we are helpful and we are helpers, okay? So we're gonna come right back and we are going to read a story called What is Given from the Heart. And it just reminds me of my mom, something my mom would say, like, as long as it comes from the heart, as long as you tried your best, that's all that matters. So let's get into it. So this story, like I said, reminds me of my mom, because my mom would always do the best she can. And she taught me that as long as I give what I can give and it comes from the heart, that's all that matters. So this book is called What's Given from the Heart. And I like this book because I see a little boy, and he looks like some of the little friends that I see at school. And I see this little girl, and I'm wondering, I'm always reading a book and I'm wondering, who are these people? This looks like a mom and a son, but I don't know who this girl is. Let's find out. It was a rough few months for Mama and me. We were already poor, but we got poorer last April when Daddy went to sleep on the front porch and never woke up. Mama cried and cried because Daddy didn't have a suit to be buried in. Come June, we lost the farm and moved to a rundown shotgun house in the Bottoms. On Friday the 13th, it rained frogs every time and flooded, and Mr. Smitty, that's my dog, he disappeared. Misery loves company, Mama said, shaking her head as she swept the water out the back door. I hugged her up close, the way I always did when she was sad or I was scared. As long as we have our health and strength, we are blessed, James Otis, Mama said, trying to sound brave, but things didn't get any better. We got early snowfall in November, and Christmas was skimpy, but we made it through to the new year. Christmas was skimpy. Looks like they didn't have much to give each other. For I realized February was upon us, with Valentine's Day just 2 weeks away. On Sunday, Reverend Dennis made an announcement during service. Just as we always do, we'll be delivering love boxes to needy folks in the community, he said. Irene Temple and her little girls have lost everything in a fire. We must add them to our list. Next week, bring whatever you think might be useful to them. Remember, what is given from the heart reaches the heart. So it sounds like, hold up. Where's Mr. Rufus? I think he's sleeping. Mr. Rufus, I don't even know. I'm gonna pause this for just a moment. Mr. Rufus is laid out. That's better. And here's my friend, Mr. Rufus. Mr. Rufus, where have you been? Wake up! Mr. Rufus was sleeping with his eyes open. Mr. Rufus, we're learning so much. Can you join us? Okay. Hello, everyone. All right, Mr. Rufus, sit tight. All right, James Otis, we need to help out, Mama said on the cold walk home. I came back with, how we gonna do that, Mama? We ain't got nothing ourselves. Mama kept right on talking. Sister Bunch told me the daughter's name is Sarah. She's 7, 2 years younger than you. You can find a little bit of something for her, don't you think? I wasn't convinced. What do I have that a little girl would want? Now, said Mama, remember what Reverend Dennis said. What is given from the heart reaches the heart. I like that quote. What is given from the heart reaches the heart. To me, that means that if something is given with good intentions to help someone, that person has no choice but to love it because it came from a good place. Let's continue. That night, I lay warm and toasty under one of Mama's quilt. Still, it made me tremble to think about fire taking away what little we had. What can I give Sarah to make up for all she lost, I wonder? I considered the blue ribbon I won in school spelling bee. Nah, the award was important to me, but it would mean nothing to her. I looked over at my beautiful sparkly rock, the one I found down by the creek. But how would that help Sarah? You can't eat a rock. Unable to come up with anything good, I pulled the covers over my head and drifted off to sleep. So he's thinking. Say, he's thinking. He knew that he couldn't give her something that was only important to him that he liked, like his prize or his sparkly rock. He's really thinking about what could the little girl want. All right. Come morning, I found Mama in the kitchen busy sewing. I know if we had a fire, I would miss my apron, Mama explained. So I decided to make Miss Temple one. But Mama, you're using the white tablecloth, the only nice thing that we have. James Otis, I'm switching with a loving heart. My hope is that this apron will give as much joy to Miss Temple as the tablecloth has given to us. Wow, I love that, boys and girls. So James Otis says, Mama, that's the only nice thing we have. And Mama says, I want this apron to make Miss Temple just as happy as this tablecloth has made me. So she's making the tablecloth into an apron. And she's just hoping to bring joy. Now I know we've been learning about gratitude and helpfulness. So I'm thinking, I'm seeing that they're being really helpful. They're trying to help the family who has had a fire. And I wonder where gratitude is gonna come in. So here's Otis, and he's just thinking. That made me study harder on what I could contribute. Maybe Sarah would like something to play with, like my whistle from Dexter Benson's birthday party. But my spit was all over it. What about my crayons? I drew so many pictures with them, even though the black, pink, and dark blue were missing. No way. I couldn't give her used crayons, and I couldn't give her my pencil that was just a nub and not much eraser left on it either. As time flew towards Valentine's Day, I drifted more and more. I considered giving Sarah a puzzle. It didn't bother me that 2 pieces were missing, but it might bother her. Uh-oh, that wouldn't do. Not even with a bow on it. And neither would my capeless Superman Halloween costume. So the puzzle won't work, Superman costume won't work. He's thinking. And he's thinking with his heart. He's really trying to think about what would this little girl like. Then I remembered my book thing, that roll. Mama paid 10 cents for it at the resale shop. I read it every night until I memorized each word, and then I drew a picture of all the stuff that rolled. Sarah might enjoy my book, I thought, but maybe she didn't like trucks and marbles and such. Still, it got me to thinking. I gathered my crayons, my pencils, and some paper and got busy. So what is he going to be doing? What is he going to be doing, Mr. Rufus? Mr. Rufus is thinking, what is he going to be doing? Do you know? Are you being shy today? All right, so it looks like James Otis is going to be doing some coloring. Yeah, he's gonna make her a nice picture because she deserves it. Of course she deserves it. So here's James Otis. On the Sunday before Valentine's Day, we were off to church along the way Mama told me. As usual, the trustees will deliver the love boxes to the houses of the needy, but Reverend Dennis had invited the Temples to receive theirs at Olive's Chapel so they can meet the congregation. The church was full. Mama beamed as she carefully placed the apron in the box. So when we say beamed, Mama was so happy and so excited. She was beaming like a light. When we presented the Temples with their love boxes filled with all kinds of clothing and food and tools and toys, Miss Temple was overcome with emotion. The congregation said, "Amen." Even so, Sarah seemed sad and afraid. She clung to her mom's arm and hid her face. I walked over to where they were standing. "Hi, Sarah," I said, sounding cheery-like. "My name's James Otis, and I'm pleased to meet you." "Same to you," she answered, looking at her feet. "Here," I said, handing her my gift. I wrote it, drew the picture, and put it together by myself just for you. Sarah managed to smile as she stared at the book I'd made. Then real slow like she read the cover, "From My Heart to Your Heart" by James Otis. "It's about a little girl named Sarah and..." "Don't tell me," she said. "I want to read about it myself, maybe by myself." "I can't believe it," she squealed. "A book about me?" Then she covered her mouth and caught a giggle. Seeing little Sarah happy made me happy, so I laughed out loud. I put some hard work in, so you can look them up. "You sound like my teacher." Sarah pressed the book to her heart, closed her eyes, and whispered, "Thank you, Otis. I'll keep this book forever and ever." Pause. I heard a key word. What do you think that key word was? What do you think the key word was? We've been learning about helpfulness and gratitude. The key word was thank you. Wait, who said that? What did you say, Mr. Rufus? Sarah told Otis thank you. She did. She did tell him thank you. And we know that gratitude means being thankful, being thankful. Wait a minute, are you singing? What's going on here? Okay, Rufus, such a character. So she said thank you and she held it close to her heart. She had never read a book about herself before. Walking home, Mama held my hand. The Temples looked very grateful. Ooh, another one of our key words, grateful. She said, "I think we reached their hearts," I said. Mama nodded. "I'm proud of you, James Otis." "How come?" I asked. "'Cause in winter nights," because you're you. "In winter, nights come early. The sky was darkening and it started to snow. I stuck my tongue out to catch a snowflake as Mama spun joyfully. Round and round." Suddenly, Mama stopped. "Look, there's something out on our porch," she said. I rushed ahead and there it was. A love box had been delivered for us. Ooh. And our hearts rejoiced. Our hearts rejoiced. Oh, that was such a good story. I loved it. I love that story because they didn't have much, but they gave what they could. It came from the heart. They were so helpful with the family who had the fire. They were so busy helping others. And in a way, people were helping them and they didn't know about it. They came home to a love box for themselves. So their helpfulness also turned into gratitude. And they were truly thankful, right? So when we do things, I want us to always remember to do it from the heart. I want us to remember to treat people how we want to be treated. And I want us to continue to make responsible decision making, not just for the month of September, but always, every time, everywhere, responsible decision making. Does that sound good? Mr. Rufus, thank you so much for your help for the past 4 weeks. We're gonna see you from time to time, but we're gonna let our other puppet friends join us for our other lessons. Is that okay? All right, so just as a recap, today we learned that gratitude means being thankful. I'm sorry. We learned that gratitude means being thankful. Gratitude means awesome. And we learned that helpfulness, we can be helpers and we can be helped. And we know that helpfulness means being a service to our community and people. Helpfulness means being a service to our community and people. Helpfulness means being excellent, awesome. So continue to make those responsible decisions, and I will see you guys next month, where we're gonna be focusing on conflict resolution. Conflict resolution. We're gonna be focusing on conflict resolution. We're gonna focusing on conflict resolution. Exactly. So see you soon. Bye-bye.